This is part 4 of dealing with defensiveness in marriage and why you treat this like a substance abuse issue. And in this part, we're going to talk specifically about what is treatment for defensiveness. When we step back and look at defensiveness, there's two issues. There's the entitlement that they can be defensive and that they're not aware of the needs of a marriage. There's that entitlement, lack of responsibility piece that we see. This is not necessarily gender specific. We do see it a lot in men, especially in the therapy space. But that's the kind of core of it, is that there is an entitlement issue, that they think they can get away with it. They don't think that they have needs. Like, there is a real lack of understanding, responsibility, and education. And so that's part of it. And that's why the boundaries and actions are so necessary, because when they're in a defensive place, they don't think this is that big of a deal. And you, by enabling this behavior, by not having conversations, not having boundaries, you are enabling their delusions of reality that everything is fine and that it's not a big deal. And no, it's not on you to fix this issue, but you are responsible for the relationship tone that you bring to the relationship. And if you're not having boundaries or clear, consistent conversations about this, you are enabling the fact that these ideas that everything is okay. So that's the first issue, is the entitlement. The second, and that's can be easily treated with boundaries and when they go to therapy to deal with the second part, which is when someone is defensive, when someone comes to them with a complaint or even a criticism, even a constructive criticism, and they immediately shut down. What's happening inside of them is an emotional reaction. Emotional reactions are like automatic. They're just a response. They're not intentional. Unintentional is irrelevant because it's automatic. And the issue and how this becomes emotional abuse over time is that they never really come back from this. Like, even it's not just a reaction. It's like the way that they always are, no matter the time of day, no matter like what's going on around them, no matter if they're stressed in their job or not stressed in their job, no matter what's going on. This is when it becomes abusive, that they don't recognize that it's a problem, or they do recognize it's a problem and they're not doing anything about it. That's again where boundaries come in. But that's again where the lack of treatment comes in, or where treatment does come in, because this is emotional stuff. It's a trauma response. It's a stress response, and there is emotional work to be done. The biggest thing I want you to understand, that this is very treatable and very fixable under the right circumstances, just like substance abuse, depending on the severity of it. But you have to have loving, clear, truthful, consistent conversations. Talk about how it impacts you and not just about them. Talk about how it makes you feel, like what's going on inside of you when it happens, how it's affecting your future, etc. But this, I want to drive this home. This is very, very treatable with therapy and boundaries.